will see Drew Lock and the Tennessee Titans taking on Mitchell Trubisky and the Indianapolis Colts.
Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan ball club entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things. Humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
Well, we've had that bittersweet week of the NFL season, haven't we? The last week of the regular season, week 17. Come on, Brandon. Can he win the MVP? Can he do it here in this last game?
Well, he's got to make a strong impression here in the final week. It's an interesting race. My MVP ballot is at the top of my email right now, and I'm not voting until we've seen all the games here today.
I like that. I respect a man that waits until the season is over, doesn't turn it in early. I think if he has a big game here and gets a little bit of help, maybe other guys don't play as well, he's got a great shot.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Check.
On third down, Lock. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
For a Tennessee.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Lock. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Drew Lock, sack.
Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Sets up a third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Lock. He'll go up top here for Hamler. He's got it at the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. KJ Hamler with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Tucker McCann to kick off for Tennessee.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Trubisky's pass complete to number 13.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They go play action with Trubisky. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Titans 6.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now Jones. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
Number 22, Derrick Henry.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
24.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Taken in at the 22. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 16 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. After the turnover, here's Locke. It's caught on the right side at Smith. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 6 catches, 127 yards, and a score.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. and he is finishing awfully strong. Takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This one caught by Davis. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Again, it's Locke. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score.
The kickoff for Tennessee.
McCann's got it teed up. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And there's the total for the season. Of course, every runner wants to hit that 1,000-yard mark. He's going to need to turn up production a little bit if he wants to do just that.
And I think he'll get a lot of help because teammates want players to get to miles. And 1,000 yards for any running back in the NFL, that's a milestone. And it reflects positively on the team, too, as well, when a person reaches that threshold. So he's not just out there running by himself. He'll get plenty of escorts, and I think guys will do a little extra blocking for him in this one.
And I'm guessing he knows what he needs to get to reach 1,000.
Any runner that tells you that he doesn't
is lying.
Yes.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Uncorks one for Davis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked up by Corey Willis. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Yards. And the Colts first down.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And some room to roam now. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Block now on first down. They will find Davis. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up second.
From the 47, it's second and 5.
47-yard line.
They look to throw. It's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
It's caught. Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 41. Now Locke again. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First down.
Locke now on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
It's now
here's second and 10 now from the 29. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards, now it's third and 5.
Brings up third.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and 5. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Another Tennessee Titan.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
Tucker McCann for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. McCann's got it teed up.
For Tennessee.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
The 19-yard line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Caught left side by Hilton.
Trubisky's pass.
12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He's tackled at the 40-yard
Brandon,
line.
5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
The tackle.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, the nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well, because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
Yeah, it's been a big highlight day for him. On 1st down, Lock. Caught on the right side by Jones. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Lock now to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Locke working out of the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point after.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
To hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
25-yard line. The Titans take.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
On 1st and 10, Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to return it to the...
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Kareem Hunt as the first half is winding down. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Lining up for the point after.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Titans 20.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Trubisky. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
16 yards.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? When we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky throwing middle, and it's complete.
Trubisky's pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Offense. Come on, baby. We got to do our job. We got to do our job, man.
So So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
He'll buy some time right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
The ball carrier.
Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Raising a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
3-yard line.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
Trubisky's pass.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Sliding out of the pocket, stepping up, he's going to keep it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
Kareem Hunt with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke flushed out right. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away. Incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. 3rd quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And that's caught by Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards in Tennessee and a 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Locke looks to throw it again.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted.
Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will... Get the football back.
At their own 5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Oh, the return is Jones.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
KJ Hamler, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Locke.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He gets it to Brown. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Locke now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Right there.
Throwing again. Block. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28.
24.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Darius Leonard. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So they'd converted their first 2 4th-down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30.
They go play action with Trubisky. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Complete to Kareem Hunt.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And you can see it's no race for the top spot. That's been decided. These guys will hope to get through Week 17 in one piece before they host a division round game in 2 weeks' time.
And I think that what they'll do is they'll be very selective about who plays in this game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The ball carrier.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now a toss running left, Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Hamler on the receiving end. 30. Past the 20.
I'm the best in the game.
Touchdown, Titans. KJ Hamler. 85 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. Shotgun snap to Lock. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards, and a Colts first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Screen play, Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Colts.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Complete.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and...
He's got a man complete. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Now the try here for the extra point. And instead of a looming overtime, things have changed dramatically. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home.
Recovered by Indianapolis.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Indianapolis, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Titans, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.